The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, December 23rd on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCE SGPN. So do that. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Jim Mora, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, December 23rd. You're looking live at our final show before Christmas. So I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody out there, even the haters, which I did have some spare time, and I did actually see some comments because sometimes I don't get the chance to jump in the comments because I don't have the notifications on the phone anymore. But they say we're working for the books. If that's the case, the books took a hit because your boy Pick Dundee was on fire tonight. I guess I should introduce myself. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, my name is Colby Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Yeah, it was a shock. I thought, it's a mistake. I'm like Popeye or Buffhead in the cartoons, and those kind of people don't get sick. I've never been sick in my life.
Let's go. I mean, what? You'd think you give the people a free show, the least they could do. But we're not gonna. I don't want to shit on them. I'm gonna have like Kris Kringle. I'm gonna have a jolly fucking time. All right. Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy holidays in case you don't celebrate Christmas. We're just happy to be alive on planet Earth on this spinning rock, watching fucking sport and betting on it and having a good old time. So we want to say thanks for rocking with us. Some of these people in the chat have been with us for years. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But whether you've been with us one day or 10 years, we appreciate you here on the college basketball experience. Whether you talk shit about my gap tooth or whether you told me, Dundee, you're a hell of a good guy. Same amount of love's going out there. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the college baseball experience, always serving high heat over there. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, Colby. I'm doing great. We got people in the chat talking about where's Mac. Well, they played Mississippi Valley State tonight. He might be being a little bit of a devil exploring a woman's delta.
100%. And he might not have internet. I've always questioned the Morgantown internet too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 1,000%.
Every time he's done shows, I used to do some shows up there, and there was always a fishy shit right there. So, he's out. He's out. He's already on Christmas break. This prick.
Yep. This day was planned yesterday. The Mexicans at the apartment complex just whacked his internet the night of him leaving.
And you know what side we're on? We're on Team Mexican all day.
Oh my God, they are
Team
totally
Mexican
in the right
all fucking day. I hope they hit him with some more shit. I hope they they attack him for some other shit at that apartment, right? Just go in there and just wreck that shit and then send him the bill. Buddy, we had a fire day, but it did not.
The slate wasn't
start
fired,
off. Yeah, the slate was not.
Slate was hot garbage.
But and we started off with just a big time beatdown because we were on New Haven for the standalone game, which we had to bet. New Haven was taking on Fordham, and Fordham won by 18 and held New Haven 47 points. So we lost there. Did not. I was still actually.
I had a 6-2 day against the spread. 6-4 counting my 2 money line bets that were both very, very live, but they weren't able to finish the job. And yeah, I actually was able to catch the afternoon basketball. Didn't catch a lot of the evening basketball. I was at a Christmas party today, but thank God the slate was garbage. I will say this though, like, God damn it, you gotta score more than 47 because if they do, they cover. Like you're getting double digits.
How do you only score 47 against Fordham like right before Christmas break? Now I didn't catch this game. I caught the later games, but I didn't catch the next ones we're going to rattle through. And I saw some people give us some negative comments, Bieniek. So apologies for the New Haven play, but the negative comments regarding talking about these games because there's no line. And this is where I remind you folks.
Oh, they were talking about the D2, D3, NAI, JUCO.
A little bit of everything. But yeah, some of them brought this up. But we're a college basketball show first, entertainment-wise. Second is the gambling tone to it because we make you a shit ton of money and we have a great time. We love to gamble and everything. We're on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, obviously. Yeah. But this starts with our genuine love for college hoops. Yeah. I think it shows by us committing to it every night and also just you'll catch, I'm sure, snippets or you'll see the passion or hear the passion. We really love this fucking thing. So gladly fuck off. You know what I mean? St. Mary's. What's that?
I drove by my local high school. I don't go by it often, like just regular commuting wise. It's a little out of the way. I had like a 12-minute drive to school growing up. Anyways, like they're building a brand new fucking baseball field. So I posted that because, you know, a majority of my following is actually like college baseball diehards. And some guy just jumps in there. He's like, "What the fuck, man? Siena sucks." Well, they covered. You sent that tweet like with 15 minutes left in the second half, and the lead never grew any larger than what it was.
One of my favorites is like these guys just keep taking the dogs. Well, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I can tell you this: I keep winning. I lost $50 yesterday, but I made well over a G the day before. I mean, I don't know what else to say besides it's a free show.
I took one favorite today. I went 6-2 against spread. But I mean, this is not the time of the year to be taking these favorites during exam week, during Christmas break.
Empty ass home crowds where no students are there.
Yeah, it's just not lit. It's not like the time of the year where these teams are totally zoned in. They're one, looking forward to the holiday break. 2, looking forward to conference play. And these are just like the tomato cans that are sandwiched in between of all of that. There's a reason why these coaches are scheduling teams without a pulse during this week. It's because it is a dangerous time where some of these teams can get caught sleeping.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of these D2 matchups since the chat, since the comments love them so much. We were trying to guess who would win by the most amount of points, and I had George Washington as a 1 seed here, dude. They won by 57 today.
Yeah, they're probably one of your top 4.
Yeah.
1 seed's probably the correct term there. I think the winner ended up going to either Louisiana Tech or San Diego State, if I remember correctly, for the largest margin of victory.
Yeah. So shout out to G-Dub for that win. Then we had the UMass Boston game. Yeah. UMass won by 51, only 51. Come on, Frank. I was a little surprised they won by that much, to tell you the truth. Then how about Ohio took down Miami Hamilton by 43. I kind of thought that one would be bigger.
I took the other Miami, Ohio as like the largest victory. They put up 135 points, but weren't able to get the largest victory. They gave up 81.
Exactly. And then, dude, this is a 51-point win, right? So right now, what is it? Right now, G-Dub is the biggest, but we're going to get to some right here. 51-point win for FIU against Trinity, Florida. Then how about St. Peter's against this Tornado, Centenary, New Jersey? St. Pete. So we thought this one would be one of the closer ones, or at least I did.
Yeah.
How about this one? 66.
66.
That might be the top one.
It might be actually. It's more than San Diego State.
Yeah, the Peacocks. No one had this on the card. They should offer bets like this. They should. Why not? How about Manor and Wagner? Wagner only won by 17. I said take the points with Manor. I said take the fucking points with Manor.
I believe there was one other one that was closer than this. It was Little Rock. They only won by 14 over Williams Baptist.
Well, we said Williams Baptist is good though, didn't we? Do that? They did the homework.
No, they were not good. No.
Which was the team that was really good? I feel like it was somewhere right around that point, but it wasn't Defiance. But hey, Western won by 37 there against.
There
Defiance.
was a team that I was talking up, Science and Arts, but they didn't have like that good of a season so far. But that was my pick to keep it close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a real one here. Or no, I'm sorry, this is not a real one. We have 40. What is this? 20, 55, 54-point win by Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, 135 points, and you only win by 54.
Shout out to the Red Hawks. They're still undefeated. This one, I did not bet, thankfully, because I would have ate shit. I took the points with the New Jersey Technology, and they lost by 49, right? 49 points there. That's almost as bad as some of these other ones, Dallas Christian shit. Your thoughts, Bieniek, on the Technology of New Jersey?
They just got steamrolled. Next slide.
Yep. Well, the next slide is a dangerous one because Dallas Christian only scored 37 points. So what do we have here? This was 53. 63. Wait a second. No,
53. Sorry.
Yeah. 53-point win by La Tech.
How do you only give up 37 and you're not the largest margin of victory? That's why I was assuming that they won this shit.
Yeah, I do. I think it might be St. Pete's.
It might be the Peacocks.
Wait, I don't know.
There was two.
It's Bowling Green, Siena Heights, I think. But
oh yeah. Okay. St. Francis of NAI.
Buddy, I flew solo here and I cashed on West Georgia. As they only lose by 29. Easy cover.
Slate.
Easy cover for Pick Dundee. Easing on in. Then the massacre that we were just referring to, Bowling Green 125.
Yeah.
Siena Heights, the apartment complex 66. So what is that? That's 70. 55 plus 4, 59-point win. That's the biggest, I think, dude.
No.
What did I say? St. Peter's was more?
66.
No shit, dude. The one that I said would be one of the closer ones.
Yeah. Actually, shit. No, I think there were 76. No.
St. Pete's? 66. No, 66. Yeah.
66.
Yeah. Shout out to Mad Max in the chat. Hell of a guy. All right. Hell of a fucking guy. Next up, we jump over to my play of laying Towson minus. I actually laid 11, and I still cashed on this fucking thing. 72-47 against fucking Sacred Heart. Just sometimes it's hard goddamn work being this good. Your thoughts, buddy, on just a drilling by these Towson Tigers?
Not competitive. Shout out to 1,000.
We had a 53-point win by North Texas against Science, Arts, and Sports.
Yeah. This was one of my.
This was the team that we thought could be good. Yeah.
I was talking about them just because they have a really good NAI athletic department, but not today.
Shout out to North Texas. We had a 54-point win. The Phantoms of East West.
Yeah.
Well, they went ghost on us and they got drilled. All right. Shout out to EIO. Then we had this one was rather close for the games today. 39-point game as Montana State takes down Northwest. And then how about this play right here? Double lock on the Denver Pioneers. Said sprinkle the money line. We were just short of that. They lose by 5 at Tulsa. Yeah. I mean, it was a 4-point game at the half. This was like they were in this thing the whole.
It was not larger than 10 for most of this. Yeah. They were hovering within that range, just unable to kind of take control of the game, I will say. But yeah, I mean, Tulsa has been a good team up until this point of the year, so I wouldn't say that this was our full expectation by any means, but Denver's still one of the best teams in the Summit League this year, and I think the market's still like 18.5 was never near this number.
Yeah, this was a fire play, and guess what else was a fire play? It was my money line dog, which did not hit, but UTSA loses by 3 to Seattle. We were right there, Bieniek. We were right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Seattle for avoiding disaster, and shout out to UTSA for covering for us.
Did you watch this game?
Some of it.
Dude.
Second half I watched.
This was a disaster of a game. So bad. So Seattle was up 15 in the second half. UTSA comes back. So UTSA was unable to make a shot in the first half. Then Seattle just completely just set it on cruise control in the second half. And UTSA slowly mounted this little bit of comeback. They took the lead with about, I think it was at the under 4. They had a lead. And it was like, holy shit, how is UTSA even in this game? They should have been ran out of the gym by 30. So in some ways, I think it was a lucky cover. In other ways, we should have had the money line win. They were winning with 4 minutes to go. This was a garbage game, in my opinion. Both teams really sucked offensively today.
Well, so out the gate, I'm 4-1 on my dogs. So people talking shit. New Haven was the only dog we missed on, and I'm 1-0 on my favorites with Towson. Well, let's add another dog to that slate because South Carolina State comes home for Pick Dundee. I flew solo. Only lose by 25. Regionality. You got to know the fucking sport, fellas. You got to know it. Take a lot of flack for this. And I know you can push back and say, Dundee, you've been terrible on South Carolina State all year. That's true. But I also believe in like the regionality. I think you can find a great edge in the regionality. Your thoughts here, man? They were playing with their food. So it was never really in doubt, but it was only like a 12-point game, I think, at halftime or something like that. But your thoughts?
Yeah. South Carolina again just kind of had this thing on cruise control. Intensity level probably not there with all the factors we've already talked about quite a few times this week. And also like South Carolina State and Eric Martin have been able to hang in with the big guys at times. This year has not been the year that they had hoped for or thought they were going to have. But at the same time, this is still the same program that had South Carolina on the ropes 2 years ago for an outright victory. Eric Martin has Lamont Paris' number, at least against the spread. I think he's 3-0 the last 4 years.
Look, the biggest lead South Carolina had the whole game. This was no backdoor. They were up. The biggest lead South Carolina had was 27. So they were this was never in doubt.
And they had that SEC whistle too. They had 36 free throws.
Next up, we had shout out to the Oaklanders, only losing by 39. Bieniek, they're coming around. These Oaklanders. Weber State takes down Lincoln, CA.
I still think there was one other close, 2 other closer games than this. I already mentioned that Little Rock was the closest, but there was one other one that was a shorter, smaller difference than this.
Shout out to our friend Bill Russo. My most profitable days are when I take dogs. Let the chalk eaters keep eating chalk. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to the TCE family. Thank you, brother. And thank you for the $20 donation there. We appreciate you, man. If we ever meet, I'll buy you a beer or 2 or 20,
Happy holidays, Bill.
Let's go. Happy holidays to you and your family. Man, appreciate you. The Whittier Poets, the logo was fire. Their basketball game was not, as they lost by 62.
Yep. Second largest.
Second largest, man. San Diego State needed something like that. Next up, we had Greensboro College got drilled by Elon by 34. Rather respectable, Greensboro. Then this game, I did catch this game, and what a comeback by SIU down the stretch there. Because it looked like Western was going to win this thing outright. I still covered with my pick of Western. Did not bet this, but I like to be on the right side of things.
Yeah.
This was a fire game because SIU was losing late and poured it back on to steal this thing. They were up early though in the beginning. Yeah.
I got a really good feeling that Ring Malith will be one of the better players in this conference this year. He's a 6'9" forward for SIUE from South Sudan. And this is his sixth game in double figures scoring wise. He's shooting 74% from the line on the season, but he's really improved at the line in those games. I want to say he's probably 85, 86% in this sample size in the month of December, let's say. And yeah, today he goes for 24 and 6 with a block and a steal. Just dominance, best player on the floor by far. And I think that's going to be quite the case in a lot of these OVC games.
Yeah, and shout out to Danny Dumpshit. I don't know that it was a rivalry that I hoped for, but I'll tell you this: the game, from a swing standpoint, sure. Look, I thought Western Illinois was going to win this outright. I was about to text Bieniek saying I should have bet on the money line. It should have been my money line play in this awesome rivalry game. Oh man. Look, folks, before I get to the next game, I want to let you know that the college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Get access to all of our free picks and podcasts in one convenient place. That is the SGPN app. Download it for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Just type in SGPN and remember to let it ride. We're also brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. Yes, in all 50 states. You can trade tons of markets in sports, including college hoops, college football, NFL, NBA, NHL, and more. Plus, you can even trade props. I mean, how great is that? First touchdowns, anything, right? Besides sports, they got a ton of other markets, including politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. So jump on over there. New Kalshi customers get $20 when they use the promo code SGPN. That's KALSHI Kalshi, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times the amount of money that you enter. And Underdog has you covered this holiday season with the Underdog Unwrapped. You'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays over at Underdog. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with us. Our promo code TCE SGPN over at Underdog Fantasy. All right. Let's go. Sorry, dude. Shout out to Go Bees.
I was muted.
Right?
We're good. I was writing down the ad time. All good.
Yeah. Let's go. And this game, dude. I got this game wrong. I had 4.5 in Texas Southern. They lose by 7, but damn, they were winning at halftime, dude. This one, the line stunk to me, so I went with Texas Southern. Abilene needed every minute to win this fucking game, but they got there. I ate shit. But I would make that same bet tomorrow. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are KT again can go die in a hole because they played 3 games in 5 days. They played on the 18th, the 20th, and the 22nd. So
yeah, I mean, you can make your own fucking pick, dude. By the way, like, I mean, I took Coastal. You could have sided like, right now, KT, grab your fucking testicles and be a fucking man and say, I made the pick based off my own logic, not blaming someone else. My own fucking logic. He made a point, and I then applied my own fucking logic to this shit. And that is where you are. All right.
It wasn't like I bet St. Joe's either. Like, it's just a pick on the show that, I didn't have a boatload of confidence in, but hey, I mean, I said that Coastal played 3 games in 5 days, which they did. So massive.
That was a good game. That was a fun game.
Yeah, I didn't catch a whole lot of it, but like Chanticleers go on the road and get a W against St. Joe's.
Yeah. Next up, we have Portland. I ate shit on this one too, man. I knew I was fucked on this because I woke up. Did you see what this line closed at? It was like 10.5 or 11.
No, I didn't.
When I saw that much movement on this shit, I thought I was like, oh,
never
God.
a good sign.
Yeah, I was like, here we go with Portland. Shout out to the Gauchos. They showed up this was like the first time they drilled somebody since San Jose State, and that was like the second game. So yeah, shout out to the Gauchos. Ate shit there, but we cash back in on Siena as they lose by 21. This was very dicey. Very dicey. But we got home. And that's what you pay for sometimes. That's what you pay for.
Yeah. Indiana was covering this for about 20 minutes of the game. And yeah, my analysis on this wasn't great because Indiana was shooting like 45% from deep in the first half. Siena locked them down from the outside in the second half. The big difference there and why the Hoosiers were able to at least sustain the lead, even though they weren't shooting as well as they just dominated them on the glass. The Big Ten front courts against these guys is tough. But Indiana doesn't even have one of the better ones. But yeah, that was the game.
We got home here, but we did not get home, or I did not get home here. What, dude? This was actually, I think, the most shocking outcome to me today.
This was a drilling.
44-point win off of the Maryland rivalry game. I watched this game. It wasn't even that lit. It's just an ass whooping. Bad pick by me. Bad pick. Shout out to the Wahoos for dominating AU. Penn State Barron lost by 29 to Buffalo.
Yep, second closest I think they're D2 to non D1 versus D1. Second closest margin of victory.
And the game that I could have been pushed if you had told me to jump in on this.
Oh,
this is hilarious because they won exactly by 30. I would have laid it. I mean, I picked it incorrectly, but I could have been swayed to betting Georgetown last night. I'm thankful that you didn't. Because Larry Stewart and Coppert State covered by 0.5 point in DC. And Bieniek, I don't know if you want to talk about this one, but Georgetown gets it done.
Yeah, I got nothing to add here. This is the time of the night where I wasn't really able to catch games. I was monitoring them though, but it was not a very enticing slate to really open up the score app and keep checking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. City College, Fairfield did battle. City College lost by 63.
Yeah, this was the fun team with the picture that we pulled up from last night, and their philosophy to winning and whatnot.
No, that was East West, dude. That was East West we did that for.
No, East West was the one that I pulled up the
photo,
Phantoms fireworks logo.
Wait, the coach with the one liner I thought was East West.
Was it East West?
I could be wrong. I don't remember. Shout out to Fairfield for the win. Then after that, Ryder and VCU did battle, and VCU won by 21.
West. It was East West.
I'm a little surprised. I mean, I wasn't going to lay 31.5, but I'm saying Ryder only lost by 21, man.
Just another cruise control holiday break game,
Yeah. How do the Phantoms do? Cap, you should be checking out their practices. They're in the Chicago area. What are you doing, man?
Phantoms lost 110-56 against Eastern Illinois.
Can you write an article in the offseason, Cap, about the Phantoms program? Can we get you over there?
He may run.
Yeah, just go knock on their door. Next up, one of my best plays of the night, man. And let me tell you, the final score is deceiving. 14 is what LSU wins by.
A&M was up 10.
Yes, they had a 5-point lead at halftime. How about Teron Joseph for Prairie View? 34 points tonight. Dude, they were giving him shit, man, down the stretch. LSU made the plays, but what other shows giving you a fucking Prairie View? All right, against LSU. All right, what else?
How about this fixing from the SEC? LSU had 49 free throws.
That's what they got to do. They got to cook the books.
49-28.
Somehow, some way. Next up, Canisius, Duquesne. Glad I didn't bet this because Duquesne won by 44. Canisius is terrible.
I thought we picked Duquesne, right?
No, I picked Canisius. You picked Duquesne, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. But I didn't bet it. Then we both cashed on Northeastern plus 10.5. This thing was, money line was in play, by the way, at like the 2-minute mark. But Rhode Island made the plays, win by 8. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, buddy? Your thoughts?
My thoughts of this one, again, wasn't watching it, but box score wise, it doesn't look like Rhode Island made a ton of free throws, which was able to keep Northeastern within range. Northeastern made 10 threes today, so that helps too, that Cohen offense. And yeah, Archie laying double digits is not really what you want to be laying there.
Yep. And then, we cash yet again with Jacksonville as they cover by the hook.
This was hilarious.
Oh, man. We got home. And this thing, I think this might have closed at 25. I saw a 25 out there. 25.
This was very similar to that Siena game where it was about the spread for the final 15 minutes of the game. Very sweaty.
Yeah. Well, there was another one that we'll get to that I lost on. We had a 3 with like 5 seconds left that I thought we were going to cash on. But
gotcha.
Shout out to the Jacksonville Dolphins for covering for us.
Thankfully, my nightcap loss was just not a close one at all.
Yeah, and thankfully we did not bet Stonehill because that would have been a loser. Because the Orange Men won by 29 against the Chieftains there. Syracuse, they finally did it. Bieniek.
Finally did it.
Next up, we have Fairleigh Dickinson and Boston College.
This was a game.
yeah, I can't believe this. I picked this incorrectly because I thought BC's got to get up for this one. They got to flush the toilet on Fair Dick here. No, this was dude. How bad is BC? Are they the worst Power 5 program in the country?
They're really bad, but
who's
actually
worse than them?
Advanced analytics don't have them the worst. I think the net has them the worst.
I'm just trying to think who like Marquette's playing bad, but I would take Marquette -5 against them.
Yeah,
Utah. I think Utah's better than Boston College.
It's like DePaul.
I think they're better than Boston College, man.
Yeah, I think BC's the worst, but yeah, DePaul's in that conversation. Georgia Tech's in that conversation.
Yeah,
but I think BC is definitely the leader of the pack there.
Yeah. So Fair Dick covers. Good pick by you. We didn't bet this, but I did get this pick correct because Mississippi Valley State covered the 41 with ease as they only lose by 35 at West Virginia. Obviously, Moneyline McIntyre was at this game, catching the Delta Devils live.
Dude, this was a 6-point game, like with 6 minutes left to go in the first half.
You know, he was sweating, thinking about us, thinking about how much shit talk we were going to do to him.
Garbage.
Glad to know I got that game right. Also got this game right. I wish I would have had the conviction to bet it, but Coastal Carolina 68, St. Joe's 62. We were referring to this one earlier. Yeah.
Great bet, KT.
Then after that we had dude, thank you. You talked me into this one. Eastern Washington covered the gigantic number in Provo. This was a double lock, 35.5. The final score was, what the hell was the final score on this? 109 to 81. So we got home by 7.5 points.
So I went and looked it up, Colby. There are 3 teams with a worse net rating in the power conferences than Boston College. Can you name them? 3.
Well, did we already name them?
We've named 2 of the 3 already.
And the Big East counts, right?
Yeah, and it's based off of their resume, like who they've played. If you've played a bunch of shit cans and you've won, but you've lost your 3 big games.
Utah is 1.
Yes.
And I would lay points with Utah against BC for the record.
I think I would lay points with all 3 of these teams against BC.
2. We named the second team too.
Name the second one as well.
It's Georgia Tech.
I gotta double check that one again. Actually, there are 3 teams or 4 teams worse. Georgia Tech is one of them. Sorry.
Okay, so we got 2. We got 2,
and so 3 of them we've talked about already.
Okay, but I got to bring back up that third one. The third one is DePaul.
No, Marquette actually had a lower net than DePaul.
I would. Okay, and the fourth one I'm kind of
DePaul
fascinated
is
by.
150 in the net. Marquette is 183. DePaul's actually like not even. I don't even think they're in the bottom 8 in Power Conference net rating.
Is it? I'm trying to think. Is it another ACC team?
They've lost 2 bye games.
Ole Miss? No, or Mississippi State?
Rutgers.
Ah, that makes sense. They're the same as Mississippi
similar.
State. I feel like. But
Mississippi State. I would lay like 2 points with Rutgers against BC.
Oh, I'd lay like 4.
Okay.
Like BC, I caught them live, dude, and I caught them twice live.
Yeah, they got drilled by Davidson, man.
Dude, and they just have no athletic playmakers. Like, if you need a bucket, who you go to on that team? Based on what I saw, man,
Yeah,
I was just like, good God.
Donald Hand's like the only one that can make a shot, I think, off the top of my head for them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I disagree with those power rankings. BC's the worst. They're the worst. I disagree. I pretty strongly disagree too. Like I feel like yeah.
Me too. Dude, BC's lost on the road at FAU, a bye game at home to CCSU, 2 neutral games against Davidson and Tulane, and then they lost to UMass. They flirted with disaster against both Fairleigh Dickinson and New Haven in December. They only won by 11 against Hampton. They only won by 5 against Temple. The
Temple wins the best win of the season, right?
Yeah, it is. Temple and Harvard are carrying their weight of the resume.
Unbelievable. We cashed on Eastern Washington with ease. Shout out to E-Dub. That was a double lock. Also, man, I should have bet this. High Point wins by 1,000 against Bryant. I liked it. I didn't pull the trigger. But man, this was a 46-point win, Bieniek. By Bryant's terrible this year. They might be bottom 10. Shout out to Benedict Dantold who tweeted me his bottom 10 team. Should I load that up?
Yeah, why not? He wanted us to talk about that on like a slow day.
I feel like I can't remember if he had Bryant in there or not, but let me see. I can't remember where
Let me pull up the cocktail napkin. I'll see where I've got it.
Okay.
Everybody.
So his worst team in America is Coppin State, who just covered the 30.5.
Okay.
His second worst team is Ryder, who just covered with ease against VCU. His third worst team is St. Francis, PA. His fourth is Mississippi Valley State, who just covered. His fifth is South Carolina State, who just covered. His sixth is Gardner Webb. His seventh is Fair Dick, who just covered. Yeah. His eighth is the Citadel. Ninth is Maine, and 10 is UMKC. He does not have Bryant on here. He does not have NJIT on here.
Yeah, NJIT is okay. I'll push back in favor of that.
You're offended a little bit on that?
Yeah, I mean, they're not in the bottom 10. They're not that bad.
St. Francis might be number 1 to me.
they've got that really impressive first 2 weeks of the year, and then they've sucked since. But like they have a win against Fordham, Loyola Maryland, and Fair Dick.
Yeah, I still think Maine is better than this list.
Yeah, probably.
I think they're better than this list, but
so here's the cocktail napkins. Bottom
Binghamton you're right. Binghamton might need to be in there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Fire at the cocktail napkin.
Mississippi Valley State 365. 364 is Coppin State. 363 is Binghamton. 362 is Gardner Webb, by the way.
Damn, dude, that program wasn't bad a couple years ago either, man.
Yeah, 361 is Ryder. 360 is St. Francis.
That one I think is low key.
Really
I think there might
bad.
even be worse than that.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. Then we've got it is Morgan State, Delaware State, Citadel.
Delaware State is all over the place though. Like, so I don't think they belong in the bottom 10 because they're capable of beating you.
Yeah, and then Western Illinois and Fair Dick round out the bottom 10.
Western Illinois has been a darling of mine, so I can't. You will not get any leatherneck slander. But man, how far is Bryant to that thing? Bryant's got to be close, man. They're fucking terrible.
Bryant. 337.
Their 3 wins this season are fucking Dartmouth, Mercy College, and Stonehill.
Ugh.
The Dartmouth one, I guess, is all right. But shout out to High Point. I should have bet that. Next up,
What's the lowest power conference team that I've gotten here? I'll get back to you on that.
this was easy cash by us, buddy.
Yeah.
Princeton loses by 4 at Temple. Free show.
East Carolina 307.
Is that including tonight's? That was easy money
Yes.
too. Yeah. Shout out to Princeton for the cover there. That was a double lock. This one, buddy.
Tip of the cap to UTEP. I did not think they'd be able to cover that number.
10-point win against North Dakota State. I went in on the other game in this slate because the line was ridiculous. I ended up eating shit, but yeah, shout out to those Miners. They were celebrating. I caught this one, put this one on, knowing it was on YouTube. I found it, put that on the big screen. Boom. No one was at that or that Sun Bowl challenge. But
I didn't expect it any other way.
next up, we had hey, this one, boom, double lock. Creighton gets this thing. Took all 40 minutes, man. We got there like the final 2 minutes.
I didn't
Creighton.
bet this one actually. I only had one favorite today.
All right, well, I bet it, and I cashed. 23-point win for the Rio Blue Jays.
Maybe I locked it up on the show and forgot to bet it. I don't know.
I can't remember if you did or not. I just know I bet the fucking thing, and it was fantastic. Shout out to Creighton. Yeah, good spot. Next up, dude, this one's alarming to me. We didn't bet this game, but I did pick Grand Canyon. But Uwe Pui only lost by 13, Bieniek. That's kind of impressive to me. I wonder if that shit was empty. I didn't watch any of this. Did you?
I don't know. No. I didn't watch almost anything in the night slate. I watched the afternoon games, but I was out.
Shout out to Grand Canyon for not losing. And then this one was one of my best plays on the board. Arlington 69, Oral Roberts 57. Free show. Your thoughts on this domination is where the fuck is Oral Roberts, by the way? I guess they're a little bit better because they're 5-9.
Yeah.
I don't think they're very good.
They've got some Delaware State to them, a little bit higher rated probably because they're all over
How
the
the
place
fuck they
well.
beat Kennesaw?
Yeah, they've played to their competition a lot this year, I think.
Lost to Tulsa by 1. That one is huge. That's an in-city battle. We cashed on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the Mavericks. They're good. Easy money. This is the one I was referring to. So I got 18.5 with Alabama State. Memphis won by 21, and there is a 3 Alabama State had 2 shots at this thing.
Yeah.
It was worth the ride and losing money to me because with a minute left, you have 2 threes shot by with like 20 seconds left or 40 seconds left. You have 2 threes shot by Alabama State with a chance to make money. So I felt the rush, the gambling rush. That is perfect. That is awesome. That is what everyone should feel. But I did lose this game. But it was this is my best loss today because it felt like I was right there. I was like, oh, you got it. Rebound, put it up. But shout out to Penny for covering. Your thoughts?
I got nothing here. I got nothing. I didn't watch this one. Didn't really even monitor it that much because I didn't have anything on it. But
yeah. How about Eastern Shore giving Texas a little bit of a game? Only a 23-point loss.
Yeah. Texas is
and they're normally bottom 10. We should mention that. Maryland Eastern Shore over the past few years has been, they got this thing going. They're playing much better ball.
Yeah, they don't have many wins this year, but they've been good against the spread too. I gotta look that up too, since we're on the topic.
Watch out, man! Watch out for this Eastern Shore team. They're playing good ball.
I agree.
Next up, we have I ate shit on this though. I got cute here. It said 18.5 with Davidson. This shit was bloodbath, man. Kansas wins by 29. It's a bad pick.
I think
Fog.
I took Kansas last night.
Yeah, I think you did too. The Fog got the best of me here. Bad play by me. Yeah. Next up. Did not bet this, but I believe Central covered, right? Yeah, 27-point loss.
Central covered. Yep.
I mean, I watched like 5 seconds of this game. Next up, we had this was shocking though, and I did eat shit on this. Oh my god!
I will say I follow the 3-man weave guys, and they were not enthused or ecstatic or excited about this game whatsoever. So I think we made a bad pick there. they were not looking forward to this one. So yeah, I wish I saw that sooner. But
43-point win.
Missouri also had somebody out too in this one. It was
43-point win. I had this on, but I turned this shit over. Like I put on some bullshit over this.
Javon Porter was out, but I mean, he hadn't started the most recent games anyways. He's kind of been worked out of the rotation recently, but yeah, Missouri just couldn't get a shot to fall and also got mauled on the glass. They gave up 15 offensive rebounds and got destroyed overall, 43-24.
Brutal. And by the way, Wright State did beat Eastern Michigan. We didn't have the slide on that, but shout out to the Raiders.
Answered Underwood's call. I remember talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Physical domination, both on the glass, in the paint. They had 8 blocks today too. Oh. This
was filthy. Shout out to Carlton, who's been making our slides for us. Our boy Carlton there, because he had hit me up throughout the day today, and he said, "Man, you really think we should fade East Carolina?" And I said, 100%, and I did, and I cashed. 48-point win by North Carolina. I said ECU won't be able to score. Easy money. So glad I didn't go to this game, Bieniek.
Yeah.
Easy money. Your thoughts?
I got nothing here for you.
2 for 22 from 3.
I was just about to mention that. Yeah. Maryland Eastern Shore, top 25 team against the spread this season at 10-5. 10-5.
There we go. Shout out to my East Carolina Pirates for winning and making me money. All right. Didn't win the game, but they won for Dundee. Next up, Williams Baptist in Little Rock. We talked about this 14-point game. Little Rock. Darrell Walker. All right. Survive. Stetson in Oklahoma. I picked this incorrectly. Did not bet this, but Oklahoma with a 53-point win. Stetson's terrible. This was a terrible game to even have on the schedule. It makes no sense. But yeah, got anything here?
Next slide, Sullivan.
Then Bethune was getting 39.5. They lost by they covered actually.
38 or 36.
Yeah, they covered. There we go, Reggie Theus. There we go. Then how about this one? Dude. So I know on the show, I think I asked you this number on the show, and I think you said like 1.5 or 2. And I said I was gonna lock Irvine. That's not the line I got. So I ended up betting Norfolk State. I got 9.5 points with Norfolk State.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, dude, I can get this. No, Irvine wins by 19 at the Sun Bowl. So I did eat shit here.
What I mentioned yesterday was 6 from Ken Palm.
Okay.
And, yeah, they lost by 19 here. I think you and I, or maybe we disagreed here on the show. You took Irvine on the show. I went with Norfolk, but
no, but
I'd like to see
I
this
ended up
Irvine
betting
team more
Norfolk.
often.
Yeah, just because that number. Yeah. Next up, this one cashed. It's got a little dicey down the stretch, but we got there.
This was the one favorite that I did lay.
Yeah, 30-point win by Washington. La la la, free show. Shout out to Washington for bouncing back and getting the best of Steve Lavin and the Toreros. Then glad we stayed off this because we were talking ourselves into this as the Matadors win by 12.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I watched this game and I thought Sac State was going to be the right side. And then maybe the best game of the day was this right here. I ended up going in on Northern Iowa and I cashed on this. They only lost by 5. This is a 1-point game with like 30 seconds left. This is a fun watch. Thoughts on this outcome, buddy?
A little surprised by how low scoring it was. But both teams move at snail's like pace.
That's what swayed me last night. I was like, as we were talking, that's why it's great to work these things out. Because on first thought, I was like, oh, let me take St. Mary's. And then I was like, wait, they both play at this ridiculously slow pace.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, easy cash, man. I went 16 wins, 8 losses.
How about this too? St. Mary's from the free throw line went 25 of 27. Northern Iowa from the free throw line, 3 of 4.
That's tough. That's tough. Coach Jacobson's got to be sitting there saying, what in the fuck is this? It's that West Coast shit you're getting right there, man. Yeah, I went 16-8. 16-8 on my plays, man. Yeah, let's go.
6-2 for me. It was a good day for us. And for those that are wondering, Rutgers, for whatever reason, I got to adjust this. Rutgers is 206th. Boston College is 185. That's got to be moved. We got to switch that during Christmas break. Georgia Tech 170. Just below Siena, for those wondering. And then we've got the next lowest is Marquette at 151, Maryland at 145, which I know you kind of disagree with that. And then Penn State at 139. We've got some Big Ten slugs down here. So
Penn State's a weird team, though, because I feel like they can beat some good teams. Like if you told me Penn State's playing like they're going to get some, like they should have beat Michigan State. They were right there to beat Michigan State. I don't want to say they should have, but I'm saying like BC, I don't know how many teams are getting. Penn State, I still think is like a decent shit team. If that makes sense.
Yeah, they'll win like 3 home games in the Big Ten.
They'll be chippy. Like you're going to have to bring your game when you go play there.
Yeah.
Game balls.
4 game balls?
Yeah. Out the gate, I will say what was the best win of the day? Like the biggest win?
Illinois.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good first game ball because that's a rivalry game. That one really matters.
It was a no competition.
Fair. I will say to me, let's go to Give me UTEP.
Yeah.
I think UTEP is probably the
I didn't see
game
that
ball winning by the way they did against North Dakota State. So tink. All right. Shout out to we got Moneyline McIntyre in the chat. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a Molly night. Yeah. Where are you going with your next game ball?
Mac done after exploring some girl's delta. Let's do.
It's actually really hard, dude.
It's a garbage.
This is like
slate.
the hardest game bars. I think it might be Coastal. The more I think about it.
Yeah, it's not a bad game ball. They were
Go
a
with
dog.
that.
They
Go
won
with
outright,
that,
right?
man.
Coastal.
Yeah. Coastal
Yeah.
Carolina. There you go. So that puts a lot of pressure on me because I don't know what the fuck. Give me the rivalry game. SIU Edwardsville down late, down at what? Like go look at the 5-minute mark or something. They were losing by a couple possessions, and they battle back and win 66-61 against these pesky Leathernecks that are getting disrespected in the books.
I didn't watch the game. This is hilarious that Rocco said that Joe Golden got tossed and UTEP
wins. Dude,
ran away.
And Rocco, shout out to the great Rocco Miller, folks. If you're not following him, college hoops wise, he's the fucking man.
I've long said, like years before we blew up on YouTube, that Rocco is one of my favorite follows on Twitter.
Yeah, long before I met him, I was telling him this in Vegas.
Yeah, that too.
Like I was a fan of his shit, even just naturally. So check out Rocco Miller. But Rocco, I was one that was sold when they hired Golding. I was like, they got it. I thought that was going to work. Man. Yeah, unbelievable stuff there because he has been struggling there, and obviously the team played better without him today. All right, folks.
They got fired up. It was motivation that he got tossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was their first D1 win today.
I thought it was gonna work, man.
They played a good schedule,
yeah. Merry Christmas to you as well, brother. We got to catch up for a beer at some point, bro. And shout out to your Huskies. I know he's a Washington guy. They covered for us tonight, man. Those Huskies taking down Steve Lavin and company. Folks, want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Novig. Yes, Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you are getting the best prices because they are an exchange. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code. That is TCE SGPN. I'm sorry, it is SGPN. Get it on the action with promo code SGPN over at Novig. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has been crushing it this college football season, especially on props. Been really good at identifying when to fade players and take those unders. And guess what? College basketball is up and running with 300 plus schools. Rhythm has predictions for every game, every night. Pairs perfectly with the college basketball experience and the great Rocco Miller. All right. So, check us out. Every game, you'll be prepared. All right. Super easy to sign up, run those predictions off the house model, or you can play with the sliders they offer. With so many sports and the holidays going on, I mean, shit, you're cooking cookies that you don't even know the recipes for. You're running out for shit. It's too much. They got you doing all this last minute shopping. I was supposed to go to the mall today. I pushed it off to tomorrow. What am I thinking, Bieniek? Going to the mall tomorrow. Someone pass me the shotgun so I can blow off my face.
I went today.
Oh, geez, that's a rule normally. Like you don't. This is amateur hour for me. My wife doesn't get it. I'm like, no, anything the week of. I hate going to a mall I don't care what anytime, but especially this week.
Yeah.
Or like the Thanksgiving week. That's the worst. So yeah, look, you got all this shit going on. So why not why don't you sit back and get an elite prediction on a game from us? All right. So you can focus on all the other stuff in your life. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download Rhythm. That's RITHMM for the Rhythm app. 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. Promo code SGPN25. All right. We are back. Let me ask you this, Rocco. We were trying to figure out, we believe Boston College is the worst Power 5 team. The rankings do not back up.
Let's get to the hard hitting questions here with Rock.
Yeah. We believe Boston College. I saw Boston College live. Unfortunately, I saw them twice this year live. Right. I believe Boston College is by far the worst Power 5 team, but the rankings say they're what would it be? The 5th worst? Is that what it was? The 5th worst?
Yeah. The net, I think they were the 4th worst power conference team on the net.
You can't trust these. You can't trust these numbers. But yeah, curious your answer though. In the meantime, let's get to tomorrow's action because it is a short slate, fellas.
Yeah.
We start off
games.
Yeah. We start off with Binghamton. Speak of the devil, one of our bottom 10 programs, taking on Army.
Shout out to Army too for not being one of the bottom 10. They've played themselves out of that like preseason prediction of a couple of people, including myself.
I agree. Now, having said that, I will take Binghamton plus a 7.5 and lock it up.
This is a crazy line.
Look, Binghamton's 3-10, Army's 5-7. But when you really look at this matchup,
dive into the weeds here, Cole.
I am going to dive into the weeds here. You're getting a much better free throw shooting team in Binghamton, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing that they can do really well.
Yes, they can hit free throws. And I mean, look, they play at an incredibly slow pace, 330th in the country in pace. That's why I think Binghamton will slow this game down. Army laying 7.5. Come on. When's the last time they laid 7.5 and it hit? All right. And they played last year, Bieniek, and Binghamton won by 10. All right. So I know you could use that for motivation here, but I'm going to take the team that's lost 4 straight, which is Binghamton. They're 0-6 on the road against the team that's won 2 straight. I know that sounds crazy. You say, what are you doing? Yeah. Army's hot.
2 straight and 4 of the last 5 and competed in G-Dub in that 5-game stretch.
I think, I think Binghamton keeps it. I think honestly, the money line's live. Plus 270 is live on the money line. You heard it here first. Lock up Binghamton. Let's go.
That's wild.
7.5. What are you doing here? This standalone? I don't think it is, right?
No, there's 2 noon games tomorrow. I'm going to go Army. I think they've figured something out. They've won 4 of their last 5, and that one loss was to a good GW team. Army's strength of schedule has been so much better than Binghamton's as well. Binghamton's strength of schedule is 353rd in the nation. I'll take the Black Knights, but I am not betting this game. There are some other games that I will force myself to have a little bit of action on just because it's a small slate, but this is not one of them.
I love that number. When I saw that number, I was like, I'm in. Next up, a guy I've made a lot of money on this year, the great Doug Gottlieb, no longer doing his show, still doing the podcast though. Still doing the podcast. Doug Rocco said Rutgers is his worst P5.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in the cocktail napkin, they are the worst, but I don't even know if I really agree with that too. But it is Rutgers and BC for sure. They both lost to Central Connecticut State. Nothing against the real Blue Devils.
I don't. Central Connecticut State's my boys. Don't be coming at them. But I mean, I guess
Rocco's also saying Georgia Tech and Marquette are down there too, which we were talking about as well.
Like you're telling me Marquette plays BC tomorrow. I cannot take BC. I would take Marquette every fucking time. Now Georgia Tech plays with their food, so I could see that one.
Yeah,
I could see that one.
And by the way, rest in peace to my favorite MTE, Diamond Head Classic. We could have used it today.
Why did that go away again? What happened? Ponzi scheme?
I think. Well, this is a year off, and then they're moving it to Thanksgiving week, which is.
That's not a good idea.
No, there's not.
That's not a good idea.
You had no competition against you. Yeah. And Hawaii, Christmas on the islands is a cool idea.
I agree. Green Bay's getting 5.5. As I was loading the slide, once again, shout out to Carlton. I was thinking maybe I should go to this game tomorrow. against Campbell. But then I thought, nah. It's like that scene in Major League where they call Lou, the manager of the team. I forget his last name right now. I wanted to say Lou Brock, like the old Cincinnati Red, but
no, that's not it.
Yeah, it's not it. So anyway, he's like, they're like, how would you like to manage the Cleveland Indians? He's like, well, I got some drywall I got to put up. Let me think about that. That was pretty much what happened when I thought about going to this game. So Green Bay is catching 5.5. I've been impressed with Campbell at times this year, but I'm Team Gottlieb all day. I hate the 5.5 number. Give me Green Bay.
The character's name was Lou Brown.
Lou Brown. That's so close to Lou Brock. Remember Lou Brock? I'm trying to think. Lou Brock. He was Cincinnati Reds, right? It's not St. Louis Cardinals, right? Because memory, their uniforms are so similar. I feel like I've mixed them up sometimes. Thought he was Cincinnati Reds. Could have been
Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals. Yeah. Okay. I'm off. My apologies. Yeah. I'll take Green Bay. No bet from me here, though. No bet. They made me a lot of money. I don't like. I got a feeling Campbell could stick it to him. So, especially after he announced that podcast shit, I don't know. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points with Green Bay. Actually, Campbell's been great as a dog. They haven't really been a favorite much this year. I'm gonna double check that actually. I think this is their second game as a favorite, and they did probably win and cover their first one against Western Michigan. But I'll go Phoenix here. I'll go Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I know somebody in the chat was talking about how was the total in the Army Binghamton game, 143. The cocktail napkins got it at 138, but I looked and that 143 is gone. It is now like 139.5 across the board.
Been bet down fast, man.
Yeah, there's no longer any value there, really.
Shout out to Rocco, who's got the worst P5 resumes. BC's
there. Yeah.
Marquette 189, Georgia Tech 158, Florida State 159, and
like
Rutgers
I know the numbers are
147.
there, but look at BC's games too. Like they lost to Central Connecticut, they got blown out by Davidson, they lost to Tulane. Their best win's Temple. Their best win is Temple.
Honestly, though, like okay, like I get Georgia Tech sucks. Like I know they suck, but when I watch their games, I see a couple players that I'm like, okay, like Kawasi Reeves. I'm like, okay, he's a good player, right? When I was at the BC game, I was just like, God, is there any? It's like they have like an Ivy League roster. You know what I mean? I was like, who can create shots for BC that you think's a good player?
Donaldson, that's it. I'll give it to him, but that's it.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably. I could see them still beating Georgia Tech in conference play in a game, but Georgia Tech at least has guys that I can be like, whoa, okay. There's a couple guys that I'm like, these guys can play. They're just poorly coached. So that
Cannabis Capper says Lou Brock also played for the Cubbies.
Yeah, Lou Brock, man, he was a great player, man. I caught him late though, so but. My brother schooled me on Lou Brock, so that's probably why I don't remember him as well. Anyway, no lock, Bieniek?
I'll come back to this game if I need more, but I don't think so.
Shout out to Nick in the chat, the voice of San Jose State basketball. Let's go. Appreciate you, Nick. Yeah.
How's he been?
Bellarmine is taking on Kentucky. This is a classic Lexington Louisville matchup here. Kentucky is laying 35.5 at Rupp. It was a 19-point win the last time they played, but Bellarmine was a lot better then.
Yeah.
Bellarmine is 1-4 on the road this season. They're 334th defensively.
Diving in.
That's not good. I will lay the number. I don't know, actually. I think Kentucky wins by like 30. Give me the
I'm
points.
grabbing this 35.5 for the show purposes on Bellarmine. I'm gonna bet it. Um, I advise, or like if somebody's listening to this and actually seriously wants to try to win money on this game, bet it closer to the tip. Kentucky's always going to be the public team. This will close at probably 38. I just feel like Kentucky's probably going to be reading some of the press clippings after that win against St. John's. They looked really impressive in the second half. But yet again, this is probably not a game that they're willing to play Quaintance or Low more than 20 minutes. And yeah, without those two, I don't think this team's nearly as good. The Cocktail Napkins got it at 25. So I'll take the points here with the Bellarmine Knights.
I think I'll join you. The more I thought about it, it's like I think I'll join you here. They got Bama on deck, right?
Oh,
and that's like this is let's go. In-state little brother.
Handicap
35.5. Yeah. But I'll also back what you say. Wait a little bit. You're going to get a better number.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even say it's like because I'm betting this because it's not going to be lit. I mean, Kentucky's one of the few where it doesn't matter if it's holiday break or students aren't on campus. Like the community is going to show up. There'll be 12,000 people there probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, we have Grambling in Ohio State. Grambling is catching 27.5. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Give me a Grambling plus 27.5. I don't think Grambling's a bad team, dude.
Yeah.
This should be like 18. Being a little too ridiculous here.
Dude, you saying 18 is exactly where the Cocktail Napkin has it. Double lock.
So I just disrespect for the SWAC. 27.5. They got fucking Greg Oden back there again. They got Jim Jackson running two guard. What's going on here?
I mean, this is more of a spot play than Kentucky. I mean, Ohio State fought all the way back in that North Carolina game, had a lead with 20 seconds to go, blew it. And yeah, Ohio State's not like a basketball fan base. This building's going to be empty for a SWAC team coming into play just a day before Christmas Eve. I'll take the Tigers. I think they're competitive in the non-con. They haven't really gotten that big non-con win this year that they have threatened in the past. And I think Crary is a good enough coach to continue that, where Dante Jackson kind of had that, one get up, by game win. Yeah, I'll go Grambling.
Double lock with we Tigers on this show. Shout out to Rocco highlighting Bellarmine's Jack Karazinski. He's a bad man for the A-Sun level. Absolutely popped Chattanooga last week. That's why you got to follow Rocco Miller, folks. He's got the gems. Let's go. Let's take this stuff.
4 straight games of 20 plus points.
At Rupp too. It's a get up spot for him.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Where's he from? Is he from the?
Tell me he's from the state of Kentucky or around there. Even Tennessee.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Somewhat. There you go. He's a local kid for you.
No, Grand Rapids is still 3 hours on the other side of the state. But that's where NC Nick is he going to be there for the holiday? Where is he going to be?
No, he's down here this year. Next year he'll be back in Michigan. But yeah, and how many people? It's funny how many people are saying Lou Brock for dude. But so hear me out here. Pre-players when I was alive, my brother schooled me at a very young age. I'm the youngest, but for some reason the Reds and the Cardinals blur together to me some. Once I was alive and watching Ozzie Smith and Vince Carter and Jack Clark and shit, I got it together. But the ones like a couple years leading up,
I'll tell you what, Reds and Cardinals fans do not like hearing that.
Yeah, I'm sure, but they blur to me. They blur to me at that point, man. It's probably the only teams in baseball where they kind of overlap to me because they weren't like favorite teams of mine. So it was like, who do you like better between the Reds and the Cards?
I think they both are tremendous fan bases. It's a tough.
I think I like the Reds more, but when I was a kid, I think I probably would have told you Cards because I was just a huge Ozzie Smith and Willie McGee and Vince Coleman fan.
I think you asked me 5 years ago, I would have said St. Louis, but I think their fans and how they've acted in this like 2 to 3 year stretch of, they've been spoiled rotten with good baseball, and now they're, you know, uh, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just with one of the longest playoff droughts that the Tigers had in the MLB, and them acting like, I think how Colby would phrase it is little bitches for missing the playoffs a couple years in a row. I'm not necessarily as big of a fan as I used to be of their fan base. So I'll go Reds.
Yeah, I think the Reds would win it over for me now too. But if you'd asked,
both have awesome parks too.
Yeah, if you asked a 10-year-old Dundee though, I think I would have given you the Cards. I had an Ozzie Smith jersey at some point. I don't know what happened. But anyway, next up, the Wizard. We have UCF in the wild what in the wild world of sports? Invitational there for ESPN in Orlando, Florida. UCF, Florida Atlantic. I love regionality when it comes to college sports. So a game like this, I do want to have action on, Bieniek.
Okay.
FAU coming off that I actually pushed with them. You hit as they went to Moraga and got beat down by Randy Bennett and company.
Yeah.
Whereas UCF, Johnny Dawkins kind of got these boys balling out. Their only loss is to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's the greatest team ever.
Sure.
I'm on FAU in the points though. I think they're going to give them a game. Give me the 8.5. Lock.
I'm going to go UCF, and I'll lock it, being it one of the better games of the day. The Cocktail Napkins got it at 10. I think that they have played very well up until this point, but this is one of their tougher opponents that they've played so far. So we'll see what they've got. I know when they took a step up and against Vanderbilt, they got drilled. I think you mentioned that. But they do have wins over A&M and Pitt. So I will go UCF, and I'll lay it and lock it.
Let's battle.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
This is regionality. Come on, FAU. You're the team that went to the Final Four a few years back. I know Dusty's in Ann Arbor, but UCF walking around in the Big 12 with their Big 12 blood money. This is a chance to at least keep the game close for you. And that's what I'm buying into here. I could name the numbers, although the numbers. I'll just put it like this: UCF's looking pretty fucking good at 10-1.
Though,
yeah,
FAU's played a better schedule, so.
I've been impressed with UCF when I watched them though, man. I cashed on them as double-digit dogs when they went down there to play buckyball in College Station.
Yeah.
I've been impressed with them the few times. I think the only time I wasn't was the Vanderbilt game in hindsight, or maybe the Hofstra game. Wouldn't they take on Hofstra maybe in the opener? Speedy Claxton's bunch, but yeah, lock battle. Give me FAU. Bieniek's on UCF. Next up. Lindenwood, the Penitentiary. Love this regionality here too. The Penitentiary is in Springfield, Missouri. Take it on. Quanzo Martin and Missouri State. Missouri State's laying 3.5. Wrong team favorite. Give me Lindenwood.
Yeah, let's go. This is the money line play of the day.
Yes.
I really like Lindenwood's backcourt. Again, I think they're really underrated still.
They're flying under the radar, and they play at a really fast pace that I think could cause some problems for Missouri State.
Yeah, they've won 6 in a row. Granted, none of those teams have been as good as Missouri State. But at the same time, they have multiple guys that are able to get the job done in that backcourt. Anias Fitrell, who's battled a little bit of a nagging injury. He has, been back and picked it up, started 5 games in a row.
I think he's out this game.
Is he out? He's started 5 games in a row here.
I thought
and
I
he's
saw
been
he was
fantastic.
out. I thought I saw he
during
was
this
out.
win streak. But yeah, and they've got the Miami, Ohio transfer and McKay Cooper, who's really good for the level. Those two are really good pieces in that backcourt. So I
want
like
to make
Lindenwood.
sure. I could have swore I read something like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I knew he was
I'm on
battling
Lindenwood
injury
too.
prior, and then he's been back. He's worked his way back up, and he started 5 games in a row here during the 6-game win streak. So,
shout out to Matt Dix in the chat. UCF also looking ahead to the Kansas game. All right.
yeah, that's in like 10 days. I saw that, but I wouldn't consider that a huge
and shout out to Rocco saying Lindenwood, baby, first year eligible for the NCAA tournament. Currently the OVC rep on the big board. Let's go. Let's go. Wouldn't that be a great story? Yeah, all over the sprinkle that money line.
UC San Diego-ish.
Let's go. Then we have, speaking of UCs, UC Riverside, the Highlanders. It's been a rough start. And now they head to Westwood, where normally I love taking the points when you're taking Mick Cronin and UCLA and you're getting more than 25. I feel like that's like 90% chance gonna hit. But man, this is the one. Riverside has been awful when I've watched them. But I sit there and look at their record. They're 6-7. Maybe it's just the games that I've seen because they did beat Grambling, who we just hyped up. But I've watched a few games, right? I think it was the North Dakota game. They got beat down, and then Dixie State caught them. And I guess Dixie's a little bit better than what I thought they were. Maybe they aren't as bad as I think they are. So I'll take the points again, I guess. But I don't love the play here, so I'm not gonna bet this. What are you doing here?
Yeah, the Cocktail Napkins got UCLA at 24. So I'm not crazy about this, but I will go. I'll take UCLA. Yeah, I can't get myself behind anything here. I just think that UCLA probably parlays a couple of defensive stops here, stretches out a lead, and they'll be close to covering this. It's not quite your 30-point spread that we were seeing earlier on in the year with UCLA. So I'll take the Bruins, I guess.
Next up, we have our boys Bieniek. We got to lock this. Idaho, the Vandals playing on that fucked up court out in Bakersfield, California. The Cardo Center. This court is trash. It's just like, it reminds me of something. Do you remember the show American Gladiators?
No.
Is that you have any idea what that is? Okay. There was this thing that
was
like
it similar to
like
was it similar to like Ninja Warrior stuff? The American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's this.
I do remember it then.
One of the games was like you had to run up this field while they shoot shit at you, right? Like there's like these 3 people shooting shit at you.
Okay.
And it was like on a black court that was like kind of nerfish, like, and when I watch a game at Bakersfield, it reminds me of American Gladiators. It's just like, this is whose idea was it to have this fucking court? I'd be ashamed if I got the scholarship to go play there. Like, really? We got to play on this?
Yeah.
Our Vandals are laying 4.5.
Yep.
They played I think they took a trip to Bakersfield like 2 years ago.
Yep.
And Bakersfield caught them by 9, held them to 43 points, but that was a different Idaho team,
different
coach,
Bakersfield coach.
Yeah. That too, because back then he still had the prostitutes. I want to bet Idaho here, Bieniek, but is the line a little trappy to you?
I mean, maybe. The Cocktail Napkins got it at 7.5, so sure, it could be a little bit low. Idaho on the road. They
almost shit the bed against Cal Poly the other night.
Yeah, they went to OT against Poly, but Poly will do that to some people with the pace of play that they run at. So
they got Jackson Rasmussen, by the way. Jackson Rasmussen
They have outright wins already this season on the road against Washington State and South Dakota State. I'm going in on Idaho here.
Let's go.
Let's lock it
go.
up. I think you're getting
Let's
the
go.
much better coach in Pribble. So,
Jackson Rasmussen. Any relation to Blair Rasmussen? Rasmussen. That's what I want to know. Double lock on the Vandals -4.5 there on that fucked up court.
Matt, I don't watch a whole lot of TV, movies.
Well, it was also
anything.
popular in like 1989, 90,
Okay.
91.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like that's when it. I mean, they might have brought it back a couple times, but I mean, we had Joe Theismann on the show, the former Redskin quarterback, and while we were talking to him, he had mentioned that he's been on our show like 10 times, but while we were talking to him, he had mentioned that he was the original play-by-play on American Gladiators, which blew my fucking mind because I was like a 5-year-old or I don't know, a 7-year-old, whatever age I was when the first season came out. And we were hooked on that shit. And for a kid, when you're a kid, that shit was everything, man. So it was hilarious just coming full circle that Theismann was the play-by-play guy.
Gotcha. I will say maybe my show growing up as a kid that I was hooked on that I loved, and it kind of sounds a little bit like it, is Wipeout. Wipeout was a really good one. And Joe Tessitore was a play-by-play for that. And John Anderson, who was previously with ESPN and SportsCenter. So, yeah.
Oh shit. Gladiators. Look at this. 1989. I'm looking it up right now. 1989 was the first year, and that was the only year Theismann did it. Then they went over to Todd Christensen and then Larry Zonka. Just getting old football guys to do this shit. It actually lasted a lot. I didn't realize I went all the way to 96. In my head, it's like 2 or 3 years, but I guess, I guess you start discovering pussy and stuff and you just start tuning out. Next up, Harvard where's this one at? This is in Queens, right? This is not at the Garden. Yeah, this is in Queens. Harvard is taking on Slick Rick Pitino and the Johnnies.
Ooh, John Cena does Wipeout now. Oh,
24.5. I feel like Johnnies are due after like Pitino. It seems like he hates his team again this year. By the way, every time I see comments,
have a point
it's
card, like that'll
he
happen.
already said that. He's like, we misevaluated the point guard spot.
Yeah, they said that in the preseason, man. Like,
I mean, but last year he's like, oh, we didn't get enough shooters. I'm like, dude, it's on you. It's on you.
Yeah. You're building the roster.
Yeah, Rocco knows what I'm talking about here. The Nintendo game, American Gladiators. That's what sold us, man. That is one of the better Nintendo games there. Why is my comment not showing up? Oh, you got it. Okay. Dude, that game was fire. That game and the joust part of that. Yeah, that was a fire game for Nintendo. But yeah, I'll take the points. It's just I can't. I know Harvard is not Harvard of the past few years, but I still think 24.5. I got to take the points. What are you doing here?
St. John's has dressed it up whenever they've been able to. And honestly, they need to, because their best win in the non-con is Baylor, and Ole Miss isn't really helping them out either. That's the other power conference win. They're like a 8-ish to 10-ish seed resume right now. They need to continue dressing up these bye games. So I'll lay it. I don't love it.
Yeah. I'm staying away too. How about this game? I went to this exact game 2 years ago.
You did.
It was an awesome game too. And it was like the day before Christmas, if memory serves me correct. I went to this game and Morgan State blew a 20-point lead. The game went to overtime. And Kelly LePepe hit a huge fucking 3 in the corner for Loyola Marymount as they found a way to prevail. I mean, honestly, I felt like Morgan State dominated the game. It was a heartbreaking loss for Morgan State. They're getting 21.5 here. The problem is I think this Morgan State team is fucking trash compared to that one. I caught them the other day when they played at Cal. I know that's
it was
a tough road
before
trip.
Thanksgiving. Before Thanksgiving, Morgan State was there.
Okay.
It was an overtime game, 81-80. LMU pulled it out.
Yeah, man, that was a fire game. That was a great game to go to randomly.
Yeah, LePepe went for 29 points, 15 of them off free throws. He had a double-double.
I'm telling you, that was the night I'd already seen his hair years before, but I was like, after going to that game, I was like, this motherfucker's nasty. He was nasty, dude. He had like blocks. He was talking shit. It was a very impressive performance by the great Kelly LePepe, who I think is playing pro ball in like New Zealand or Australia.
Well, he was
right now.
from out there, I do believe.
Yeah, I think he's playing pro somewhere over there. Shout out to the great Kelly LePepe. Morgan State, though, is getting 21.5. Man, it's a big number. No one's going to be that. That was another thing. When I went to the game, there was like 6 people there.
LePepe was from Melbourne, Australia.
I got to lay it. I think you got to lay it here. Morgan State's terrible, but I don't feel great about it.
Yeah. LMU typically doesn't bring out the drill against these teams. I'll take the points with the Bears. But yeah, like you've already painted out, they are not as good this year as they have been.
They were on Benedict Dantel's bottom 10 teams in the country.
I think they were on mine too, if I recall.
Yeah. Next up, West Virginia Tech, who I think is bringing back their football program. I thought I read some shit about that.
Really?
You're trying to bring back their football program. They're taking on Marshall. Obviously no line. I'm going to go ahead and say lay the 35.5.
West Virginia Tech is in my school's new conference now. Because
the last time they played Bieniek, Marshall only won by 22. It was a decade ago.
It is a little brother. Yeah.
Ridiculous game.
My school jumped up from NAIA to D2, and I believe they're in our league, or we are in their league now. Any schools that I recognize that they've played, they got drilled by University of Cumberland by 27 this year. Which is
that Cumberland, Maryland, or Cumberland, Tennessee?
Cumberland's Kentucky. There's 3.
There's, the whole region.
Yeah,
Cumberland.
Yeah, there's 2 Cumberlands, one Kentucky, one Tennessee, that are both in the NAIA ranks. But yeah, this is their first D1 game, so they may get wrecked here. But who knows? We'll see.
Shout out to Damani in the chat saying, "Isn't UCSB trying to revive football?" Yeah, I actually shared that article recently. They voted to see it still has to go down a few more steps, but so far everything has passed with them bringing back football. We'll see if it can continue on that. That would be awesome for UC Santa Barbara. They have a stadium. If you had Bieniek, check this out. We're going to share the screen here because, I mean, you want to talk about I spent a lot of time in Santa Barbara. So this thing, look at this fucking stadium, by the way. I mean, I know this is the City College, so I don't think it would be them, but it could be one of their options for playing there. Just look at this thing, man. Look at that thing. It's right on the fucking beach, man. How cool would that be if they go FCS or some shit?
Yeah, it's like their own little Northwestern
it's like
soccer
right
field
on the beach, man. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, you're killing me here. You guys got to get it together. I mean, I don't know that they'd be playing because I think that's the City College. They probably have another field or some shit. But every time I would walk my dog around one of the hotels I was staying at, I stumbled upon this shit and I was like, "What is this? I gotta catch more games here." Yeah. About the best setting you can see. YouTube.com/the college experience. All right. Next up, we have the final game on the slate and the best game on the slate. Villanova, Seton Hall. So far, I think it'd be safe to say Shaheen Holloway should be mentioned in one of the top coaching of the year candidates. Would you agree?
Compared to preseason expectations, sure, yeah. I don't know if they've been as good as some other teams, and I think there are some other coaches that are probably uh, a little bit higher than him currently in that category. But if they're finishing second in the Big East this year, only behind UConn, I definitely think he's a great candidate.
Yeah. Well, Villanova, Kevin Willard's ahead of schedule to me. Nice win at Wisconsin. Even though the game got pushed to overtime, we never understood how it got pushed to overtime, but it did. And they answered the call. I guess it wasn't. It was in Milwaukee, but
Speaking of the Big Ten opponents that Villanova's played, I think your front runner for Coach of the Year is in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty. That's pretty fair.
They had like 7 wins 2 years ago, and now they're the number 1 team on a lot of metrics.
Yeah,
and number 2 in the rankings.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. But we should talk about that. This is the return to the scene of the crime. Kevin Willard left Seton Hall.
Mm-hmm.
This show will be lit, right? Can we confirm that?
I don't know if I can.
They're 11-1.
It's tough time of the year in the calendar, and I don't know.
I'm going in on Seton Hall.
I can confirm it. I am too. I'm just not saying that the stadium is going to be the angle here. A cocktail napkin likes this too. It's got it at 4.5. I think that Seton Hall's played better through games that I've watched so far this season. I mentioned this angle with Wisconsin, but Villanova against power conference teams this year just hasn't looked as impressive in my opinion. BYU, Michigan kind of got outclassed in both of those games. Wisconsin played god awful in the first half and took them to overtime. They really played with their food against Pitt, who's not been a great team this year. I think Seton Hall is going to be a more physical team in this matchup, and I'll take Shaheen at home in Newark. Revisiting, the scene of the crime. I don't know if that's going to go as well here in this situation. So give me Seton Hall.
And they just played an overtime game. I just feel like, with Seton Hall also, to your point, 21st in defensive rating right now, top 25 defense, going up against 43rd offense in Villanova. So that should be a big part of this. But I'm with you. This is the game, obviously, I want to watch most. And double lock, Seton Hall -2.5. Love the Ed Pinkney reference. Great Ed Pinkney, the former Boston Celtic and Villanova Wildcat under, what was he? That was Rolly Massimino back then.
Yeah. I know a lot of people, at least online, have been giving Duke Brennan some love as like one of the best rebounders in the country. But in these games against the power conference teams, I think he's looked human. So we'll see what happens here against Seton Hall, who is scrappy themselves.
Yeah. And that takes us to best bets. All right. The best bet segment here. Grambling is on my card at +27.5. Idaho -4.5 against Bakersfield. The question, and then do I go with Linden or do I go with? Give me
how many are you giving out? You giving out 3 locks and a dog?
Whatever.
You suck.
All right, 2. How about that? 2 right there. Grambling and Idaho. I feel like the Idaho one has a little odor to it though. But the dog, I told you about this, man. It's Binghamton. Binghamton is live. All right. +270 money line. That's the most value I can get from my clientele because I don't think Florida Atlantic will win it outright at +340. I do like the Lindenwood angle, but that's just a little yapper at +140.
I got 152. That's my dog.
For Lindenwood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I could see Green Bay beating Campbell too, but I don't know. Those are the three valuable options here. But what are your two locks then, dude?
Yeah, the Dogs, Lindenwood. I think they still have a super underrated backcourt there with the Lions, and Missouri State's already lost one of these bye games to Long Island. I think little brother gets them here too. Idaho, I like Idaho minus 4.5 in that matchup against Bakersfield. Hopefully the blue court doesn't screw up their eyesight or whatever. And then we'll go Seton Hall minus 2.5 against Villanova. I feel pretty good about that one. I think the aspect of heading back to Seton Hall for Willard and Seton Hall being physical, gritty, just a little bit more than Villanova right now. I like them a little bit more. So I'll take the Pirates minus 2.5. And for those that are watching at home, Mac wasn't able to join us tonight. He was just moving into his place in Morgantown. And I don't think that we're going to do our conference futures this year. We were going to have an episode like we have the last 2-3-ish years during this Christmas time, but I don't think that we're going to run that back. Just it's really tough timing with him moving in. Also, I've been pretty sleep deprived as well during this recent stretch, so we're gonna take the time off during the holiday season, and I hope that everybody else is able to do the same and enjoy the holidays with family and friends. And then shout out to Daniel.
Daniel
Merry
Katie
Christmas
coming
to
in
all.
strong, man. $100 donation, our boy. Thank you, Daniel, and Merry Christmas to you. Tell your brother I said Merry Christmas as well, and the rest of your family. We are wishing the best for as well, and everyone in the chat. All right, there will be no show tomorrow night, no reaction. So
Yeah,
catch us
honestly,
on
I don't
Twitter.
know if we're getting a show until the 26th.
Well, no, because have you seen the 27th lineup? Could do it just so these are the three games on the 27th.
One D1 game.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
so maybe not
Columbia
until the
College
27th.
Koalas taking on Wilmington. It's Cleary and Duquesne, and it's Cal State Northridge and Stanford.
Wait, Cleary is playing Duquesne?
Yeah.
And Cleary's a D3 Michigan school. What are they doing there?
So we probably won't even
so-
drop an episode. We'll probably just make our picks on that
Yeah.
one.
Saturday, December 27th.
We will be live then for the Sunday slate, which is large. So
Correct. Well, it's not too big
yeah, I'm just saying
compared
it's-
to other
yeah.
large slates.
Monday the
What do we got?
29th is pretty fucking big though.
Sunday's got 20 games. But yeah,
Monday's got a lot. Monday's got 60. How many on New Year's Eve? Good amount
46.
there. All right, folks. Well, Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77 _ Moneyline McIntosh is on Twitter at Moneyline _ Mac. If you're in Morgantown, come do some whippets with Mac. All right. Go to knock on his apartment door. I'm sure you'll be able to do some whippets with him. He's back on campus. I'm on Twitter at @TheColbyD. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Shout out to the great Rocco Miller for joining us. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a great night. Till next time, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Yeah, it's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good dog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit me can back, but the The comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster, yeah. You know you want it how you want it. No need to trip, cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight, cause it caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate
Do it.
what this time of year could do. Yeah, sing it.